Hey you guys, welcome back to some more 9-9. Last episode was fantastic. Probably my favorite episode of episode 2 so far. Freaking hilarious. And it also was like intense at the same time. There was a lot going on. It went from like being super serious to being really funny. And overall, just a great experience. And we learned quite a bit. We got introduced to some new characters. We met Commander, we met Ghost, and then obviously Kosoko, or Empress, if you want to call her that. But, you know, we've already met her before. Nothing special. But just a fantastic episode. And then we had a really sweet scene with Sora there at the end, which was nice. Just kind of holding her hand as she fell asleep, you know. I guess we can do that. You know, that's nothing weird, I guess, for a little sister. But let's go ahead and continue on from there. Hurry it up, bro. We're gonna be late. Alright, let's freaking go. Urged on by Sora, I sling my bag over my shoulder and head to the front door. Up, up, and away. Sora grabs me by the arm and pulls me outside before I even have time to finish putting my shoes on. See, now this is an appropriate use of this sprite because she's probably using her hand to block out the sun. See, that's fine. The other ones are just like, she's just like always doing that. I'm sorry, I point that out way too much. I need to let it go. No. I disentangled myself from Sora and we start walking to school. It looks like she's not over the events of yesterday, and now I'm the one who has to suffer with it. She hasn't left my side since waking up. She even tried to go to the bathroom with me. Talk about moronic. Yeah, buy your own. Dick. Alright, Sora, you win that one. We stopped by the convenience store and grabbed some sandwiches and drinks. Even though we left home early, we still ran into the one person I really didn't want to see. Sora stops in her tracks. Kosoko senpai is standing in the middle of the sidewalk as though waiting for someone. For once, she doesn't have her boy toys with her. Interesting. There's no point in standing around glaring at each other. I feel like we'd be giving in if we detoured around her, so I decided to just walk straight past her. As we brush by, Kosoko senpai looks like she wants to say something to us, but I only spare her a brief glance so I can't be sure. Chalking it up to my imagination, I resolutely keep going. However, Kosoko senpai runs to catch up with us. She dashes past us and silently waits a short distance ahead. She's looking straight at us. Gosh, that was such an anime move, running past us and then looking behind her. But I keep pretending I'm imagining things walk past her again. However, undeterred, she runs past us once more, but this time she meets my gaze. She even looks like she's gathering her courage to say something. Yeah, it's like, why won't she just freaking say it? Sighing, we stop in front of Kosoko senpai. Kosoko senpai averts her gaze and takes a few steps back. You're the one who wanted to talk to us, so what's with the wimpy attitude? Well, I guess I'm acting a bit confrontational. Right now, she's in her timid personality, not her Empress one. I take a deep breath to calm myself and ask her again. Just all in our face. Bruh, what? She steps up to Sora, pushes something in her hands, and runs off. What is with that girl? I think she just handed you a bomb. Think it's a love letter? I hope not. I mean, if it gets you out of having to eventually get together with your brother, I mean, I would accept it. I don't know about that one, actually. I think she might. So I'm gonna take the envelope and cautiously break the seal. There's no razor inside, just a neatly folded piece of paper. I pull it out, unfold it, and skim the contents. Read it to me. I push the letter into Sora's hands. Reluctantly, she starts reading.
謝罪文
みたいだな。
よければ連絡くださいって ID まで書いてある。話したいことあるって。
Oh, okay. I mean, that works.
どうすんだ？
どうすんだって、どうすればいいの？
I mean, I feel like it would be in our best interest to keep in
明
contact with
確
her.
に敵対しているわけだし、無視もありだとは思うが、代わりに俺から連絡してみてもいいし。
でも本気で謝ろうとしてたらそれ失礼じゃない？
妙に律儀だなお前。
昨日高坂先輩だけは心配してくれてたんだよね。話してあげたらとか言ってくれてたし。
ああ、そういえばそうか。
だから、ちょっと私連絡取ってみる。
Yeah, I feel like Kosoko, as crazy as I think she is at times, I feel like she's probably the most reasonable one of that group.
そっか。反対はしないけど、十分気をつけろよ。
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
まあ、メッセージのやり取りだけなら大丈夫っしょ。
I don't know. So, I don't know. I really thought like Ghost was gonna be the evil eye user, but now I'm like, I don't think that's the case. I wonder if she's like a hacker or something. I feel like the name Ghost implies that she's some kind of, I don't know, she uses some kind of like technology. I feel like that would be like a hacker thing to me. Maybe she can like hack us through our Lime IDs. Who knows? Sora stuffs the letter in her bag. Maybe she's not as hung up on yesterday's events as I thought. I'm still worried about her, but if she hears me admit that, then she'll start teasing me, so I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
学校着いたら送ってみよっかな。リアクションあったら報告します。
了解。九条にも伝えておかないとな。
いいよいいよ、私から伝えておく。
そっか。なら頼む。
クールに頼むとか言いながらも内心動揺している兄なのであった。
Nope, we've given up all aspirations of getting together with Kujo.
残念だったな。このネタを話しかけるきっかけに使おうというみやこ先輩への下心、私見逃さない。
Gosh, Sora, you're almost as bad as Yuki. You're always looking for this opportunity to do the stupidest things.
おい、今小声でなんつった？おい。
I love how she never hears us.
はいはい。
Okay. Anyways, resume our walk to school. I'm honestly shocked that Kosoko Senpai wants to talk. Well, I do think there is that kind of split with her personality, right? So I mean, I feel like her more timid one is probably a lot better at responding to those kind of things instead of, you know, thinking she's an empress or something. Like Sora said, there probably isn't any danger if there's texting, so I'm not quite worried per se, but I can't help wondering how things will pay out. For now, I'm leaving this in Sora's hands. We shall see if that pays off, because so far she's already gotten herself caught, so... Homeroom and morning classes pass by in a flash, and suddenly it's lunchtime. I wonder who we're gonna see at lunch. While Sora explained everything to Kujo in our group, she still hasn't mentioned how texting Kosoko Senpai went. It's possible she hasn't gotten a reply yet, but it's also possible they're just having a long conversation. I shift around restlessly through afternoon classes, eagerly awaiting for the bell to ring. Finally, Sora sends me a message right as homeroom's ending.
はい、今日はこれで終わり。日直さん、起立。で、お疲れ様。気をつけて帰ってね。
As I sit back down, I pull out my phone and check my text. I don't like where this is going. It looks like things are going to be complicated, so I just suggest to Kujo and Sora that we meet up at the gate. They both agree and I put my phone away.
みんなでカラオケ行くけど、一緒にどう？
Frickin', I knew it. I knew we were going to see Yoichi. Every time we're in class, we see Yoichi. Which is fine, because, I mean, we're friends, and it's like, it's natural we would talk to each other in class. But, he's always coming over when we're texting. Have you noticed that? He's always looking to see what we're doing. He's keeping an eye on us. Like, I got a comment, like, about the fact that I'm, like, so suspicious of Yoichi. And it's like, just, I don't know. Ever since that moment where he was kind of listening in before coming into the room when we were talking about artifacts and stuff, like, I feel like he knows more than he's letting on to. I just have this, I have this suspicion there's something going on with him. And I want to find out what it is.
Pass. 付き合い悪いな。クラス替えしたばっかりなんだからさ。もっと交流深めていこうよ。
We got more important things going on, my guy.
妹と約束があるんだ。
That sounds so bad, my guy.
じゃあ、妹さんもご一緒に。パス。もう。あ、九条さんはどう？
ごめんなさい。アルバイトが。
また振られちゃった。じゃあな、ヨイチ。
Yeah, this is his villain arc because we never go out and do things with him besides that one time in Kujo's route. We never go out and do anything with him, and he comes to resent us, and then eventually reveals like, "Hey, I'm the evil eye user, and I'm also from the other dimension, and I'm gonna kill everybody." It's gonna be something crazy like that. I'm just throwing out my guess right now.
はいはい、じゃあね。
He's got the evil eyes too. Like look into his soul. It's like you got the starry sky at the top, and then you have like this burning crater that looks like it's like a planet exploding at the bottom. I told you guys, he's gonna destroy the world. That's what it is. Set up, glance over at Kujo next to the room. I weave between the students on cleaning duty and head to the main gate.
Oh,
Nini. Okay. Sora's already waiting at the gate when she spots me and she waves me over. I don't bother to wait back.
早いな。
ホームルームすぐ終わった。みやこ先輩は？
まだ。友達と話してたし、もう少しかかるかもな。
I'm gonna be honest. I found out that there was a patch you could apply, that like reverts all the stuff like Broski, and it like goes back to like Oni-chan and stuff. I very much considered applying that patch because I'm like, It also changes like Miyako's nickname to what it actually is saying.
そっか。
I was tempted.
あ、来たよ。
I'm
みや
like,
こ先輩来た。
It doesn't bother me. I don't mind the Broski and all that. I turn around and see Kujo. She mimes that she's going to the bicycle lot and jogs off. A few minutes later, she returns for her bike.
ごめんなさい。お待たせしました。
How much y'all want to bet? She's gonna say, hey, you can put your bag in the basket if you want.
全然。今来たと。
端に寄るか。
そうだね。
Scoot over to the wall. Kujo puts down her bike's kickstand and I bring up the main topic.
会うことになったんだって。
そう。
Sora takes out her phone, taps the screen a few times, and shows it to us. It's the log of her chat with Kosoko senpai. The last thing she sent was, can we meet in person, please?
考えさせてって言ってあるんだけど、どうしよう。
なんで会いたいんだ？
同じユーザー同士仲良くなりたい？そう言われた。
仲良くね。
嘘かな？騙すつもりかな? I mean, I would definitely be wary because we know that she has association with them, but I feel like at the same time, like she's kind of our only way in of like figuring out more about what's going on with them or what their power is. And yeah, I feel like it's just kind of a chance we have to take.
直接謝りたいともあるけど、今日ほぼ一日中やりとりはしてたんだけど。
He scrolls through the
最初
message
にご
log.
めんなさいってあってね。その後めっちゃ話しかけてくんの。趣味の話とか。
お前の距離感測りかねてる感じの返信が生々しくてムズムズするな。
そうなんすよ。あっちも仲間探してるみたいだから怪獣したいのかなとか思って警戒してたんだけど、にしては会話下手すぎない？
I don't know. It seems like the more timid side of her personality probably isn't the one that really got associated with this group in the first place.
自分がどういう人間かを必死に伝えようとしているように見えるね。そうなんだよね。だからわかんなくて先輩が何考えてるのか。
My other thought about that is maybe she's telling us like what she's really like so we can like I guess kind of trust her. Maybe she transforms I wouldn't say unknowingly, but maybe like it's frick, what's the word? Uncontrollably. Like maybe it's just something that kind of happens whether she wants it to or not. And so I could see us being able to tell things from like, okay, if we know regular Kosoko senpai likes this food, but we see her eating a bunch of like other foods, we'll like, oh, okay, they'll kind of tell us that they're a little bit of a different person. I have no idea where I'm going with this, but it's good to know what the regular Kosoko senpai is, because maybe we can tell the differences between the two. And maybe this will give us a hint at something. Like I said, I do wonder if maybe the reason she has these mood changes or these like personality changes is because of an artifact.
裏はなくて本当に仲良くなりたいのかな。リグなんだっけ、リグ
ベーダ。
Beta.
そういうの抜きにして個人的にってことかな。わからないけれど勧誘には見えないね。そういう流れに持っていこうとしていない。じ じゃあ会ってみてもいいのかな。
九条、今日はバイトだっけ？
同席はできないけれど、待ち合わせ場所をナインボールにしてもらえれば何かあった時に対応はできるかも。ナインボールで会いましょうってわしっぷい顔。昨日あんなことあったばかりだし。なんだよ、シスコンかよ。
I don't know, apparently it does come out in this route.
ぶっ飛ばすぞ。
ちょっとマジトーンで言うのほんとやめて。割とビビるから。
ま、情報は欲しいしな。空が大丈夫だと思うなら止めはしない。
私の判断が正しいかっていう問題はあるけど、じゃあ送ってみる。
俺も同行するって伝えとけ。
なんだよ、やっぱりシスコンかよ。
Shut up, Sora. That's not why it.
ひねり
That's not why
潰
we're
す。
doing it. I'll grind you into a paste.
真顔で言うのやめろ。泣くぞ。いいのか、泣くぞ。
いいからさっさと送れ。
いい。
Pouting Sora looks down at her phone. Meanwhile, Kujo watches us pick her with a grin. I get the feeling Kujo's starting to think I dote on my little sister. I guess it's not a big deal, but I do wish she'd see things for what they are. I swear I'm not a siscon. Seriously, I'm not.
送ったって早っ。返信早っ。もう早きこと光のごとしだった。ナインボールでいいけど、
は？
男の人怖いんだって。
はあ
Kind of ironic.
いや、わかるよ。兄上が言いたいことわかるよ。
毎朝あんなに男をはべらせて怖い？
Yeah, but like, that's her other personality, though. That's not her timid one.
だよね、わかる。兄様の怒りわかりますわよ。人格がもともとの人格は男性が苦手なのかな。それなら嘘はないけれど。
Yeah, it's very interesting. I wonder if she has like a relic that like allows her to completely flip her personality. So like her other personality is the complete opposite of her. Like, so maybe we think of Kosoko as like this nice girl that's very quiet and doesn't, you know, get along with men very well. And then the opposite is where her other personality is maybe a little bit more evil, definitely more outgoing and talkative, and attracts men. So that could just be it. Like it could just be like a total polar opposite of her normal personality.
まあそれなら辻褄は合うな。
Everything's just opposite.
最初に見た時も男の人に囲まれて怖そうにしてたような気がしないでもな。
ここに来て一気に疑わしくなったな。
とにかく会ってみるよ。会えばわかるだろうし、宮子先輩もいるし。できる限り注意しておくね。
Yeah, we just have to be careful because of her power to charm people.
来るなって言われてるなら別の席にいるわけにもいかないか。
おーい、まあ任せなさいって。他の二人のこととかバッチリ掴んでくるから。
あんまり調子乗んなよ。
はい、分かっております。先輩、まだ学校にいるのかな。
ああ、ここで話してると鉢合わせるかもな。
送った。じゃあさっさとナインボール行きましょう。
九条、空を頼むな。
新見くんは近くまで一緒に行く？
いや、俺はもうちょい学校に残って司令官を探してみる。活用できるかはわかんねえけど、名前くらいは知っておきたいよな。
That'd be cool. I'm curious what his name
ここ
is.
で解散だね。呼んだらちゃんと来てよね。
わかってるって。適当に調べたら近くまで行く。
絶対だかんね。よし、宮子先輩行こう。新見くん、また後でね。
Okay, this sounds like a good plan. I don't think anything too drastic is gonna happen right now, so I think we're okay.
気をつけて。
Especially if it's just her. And then she's meeting us someplace that's a little more public. I passed by Kosoko-senpai on the way inside, but despite the encounter sending a shiver down my spine, she just keeps her head low and passes by without saying anything. Her followers aren't around, so I guess she really is going to Nine Ball alone. If her primary ability is to charm men, is her personality switch a side effect of that, or a different ability entirely? I think it's a side effect. I think, like I said, I think normally she probably detracts guys. So, like, I think her personality switch, she, like, has the power to attract guys. And that's just because it's the opposite of what she normally is. Sure, I wish I knew if she could charm girls too. If not, that'd put my mind at ease. I stopped to watch Senpai pass through the school gates and then re-enter the building. climb the stairs to the 3rd floor. Peeking into all the classrooms, I walk from one end of the hallway to the other, but I don't see anyone resembling either Commander or the hooded girl. In retrospect, it might have been smarter to just wait at the gates and watch as people left. I guess my only other options are to check out the clubs or go to around asking the 3rd years if they know a guy who looks like the Commander. Though I'm not too blatant about this, I might put him on guard. The phone starts vibrating in my pocket. Figuring it's Sora, I take it out in a hurry. Seems she wants to meet at Nightball to discuss something. Her message concludes with an out-of-place but cute sticker. Good to think I should probably update her on what's going on with Kosoko-senpai. We did name her our leader after all. I explain the situation to her and ask her if we can meet somewhere else. Then come to the park. Once again, it's a curt message with a cute sticker tacked on. It's so out of place for her, but I love it. I tell her I'm on my way and cut short my search for Commander. I arrive at the park 10 minutes later. No sign of Yuki as far as I can see. I go to sit down on a nearby bench, but then freeze when I realize it's the same bench she found the petrified girl on. I walk to the next bench over and settle down there. Where is the Kuho Girls Academy again? Is it further from the park than I am? If so, I could see Yuki taking some time to get here. Remember, it comes to remind me. Hush, you creeper. I turn around to see Yuki step out from behind a tree. What's with that weird entrance? And what does she mean by right on time? We never agreed on a time to meet. I guess she's already gotten to her Chuny persona. What do you, have a gun? If you're talking about Commander, then they obviously know we are working together. But yes, I'm assuming there is other villains and other enemies. You do realize anyone can walking by can see you right there, right? In fact, if I don't even turn around, it's gonna be more obvious to anybody who sees us that the two of us are talking. If I point that stuff out, she'll probably just do something even crazier, so I play along. Yeah, just come on out here. Yuki walks over and sits beside me. Yeah, you don't actually care if people see us talking, do you? Knew it. I wouldn't say a crowd. It's generally just us and Yuki, apparently. She takes out her phone and fiddles with it for a bit. A second later, my phone buzzes. I obediently take out my smartphone and look at their message. What the? How did you get the CG? This is a little too meta for me, guys. Don't worry, I'm sure you can find the full 1080p version out there somewhere if you search. I wonder if she's at the... Yeah, she's probably at the girls' school, I guess. Because, yeah, we didn't really see her. I'm not sure about that. And we didn't see Commander either. I wonder what the heck's going on there. Yeah, I'd like to know more about both. I don't know. As chuny as he was acting, I feel like at the same time he's not someone we should be messing with too much. Unless we're prepared to get deep. We can try. Like I said, though, I don't think that's gonna be that easy. With that, Yuki gets to her feet.
もう行くのか？
ええ、要件は以上よ。
ありがとう。有効に使わせてもらう。
礼なんて必要ない。私たちはバルハラ
The Valhalla
ソサエティの仲間なんだから。
After what she no doubt thinks is a cool line, Yuki turns her back to me. She walks off without so much as a backward glance. She really likes that aloof act. Though she really did go out of her way to explain in person something she could have just texted me, so she must actually be pretty social at heart. At the very least, she's a nice girl.
さて、
I should go somewhere closer to 9 ball. As I get to my feet, I feel my phone vibrate again. I sure am popular today. This time it's from Sora. She doesn't need help, but it seems her meeting's over already. Seriously, they met up for, to talk for 5 minutes.
ほんと忙しいな。
Grumbly to myself, I pick up my bag and leave the park. Alright, well, let's see how this conversation went.
いらっしゃいませ。
I leave to Kujo and give her a hello. She takes me to Sora's table and I sit down.
お疲れお疲れ。
お疲れ。
ご注文決まりましたら。
コーラください。
かしこまりました。少々お待ちください。
After giving Kujo my order, I
ど
turn
うだ
to
っ
Sora.
た？
収穫ナッシング。
やけに早かったよな。
10分くらいかな、話したの。
なんだそりゃ。
自分で言ってたけど、異常なコミュ障なんだってさ。女の子ならまだ頑張れるけど、男の人いるともう一人の自分に頼っちゃうって。
Okay, so she does have a way of switching personalities.
もう一人の。
Okay, I was wondering about that.
で、頑張ろうと思ったけど無理そうだからごめんなさい帰りますって。
もう一人の自分には頼らなかったのか？
直接聞いたわけじゃないけど、できる限り人格を変えたくないっぽい感じだった。
Yeah, I
後でメッ
think
セー
that's
ジ
good.
送るって。
I'd rather have the message in writing too.
結局目的は分からずじまいか。
そうなるね。でもやっぱり悪い人ではない気がするな。
Sora gazes out the window and sips her drink. If all she wants to find is friends, we might be able to convince her to cut ties with those Rig Veda
と
guys.
にかく連絡待ちかな。何話したいのかわかんないけど。
Yeah, I'm curious as well.
お待たせしました。
ああ、ありがとう。
みやこ先輩にも報告するね。お願いします。いらっしゃいませ。
A new customer walks through the door and Kujo hurries off to greet them.
飲み終わったら出るか。
あれ、ご飯食べてこないの？
まだ早いし、長居するのも迷惑だろうし。ここ出て、駅前で適当に食おう。
オッケーオッケー。
おごる。
え、マジで？
Wow.
昨日と
Okay.
今日頑張ったからな。
じゃあ昨日もおごれよ。
今日の分で、やっとおごってやるかゲージが溜まったんだよ。
何それ、おごったらゼロになるの？
なる。100がマックスだ。
バカなの？
おごる気なくなったわ。割り勘ゲージマックスだわ。
やだ、今日のお兄ちゃん超かっこいい。抱いてほしい。
きっしょ。
はあ、今なんて言いました？は、
何食いたい？
カレーの気分。
Hurry.
じゃあそこ
Okay.
一行くか。
やったー。ちなみにここをおごってもらうとどうなります？
ゲージがゼロになってカレーは割り勘に。
ケチこせー。
お前が文句言うたびにゲージが減少していくぞ。
お兄様太っ腹、ステーキ。
割り勘だな。
Shut up.
なんでだよ。
I ignore Sora and finish off my drink. When the sun goes down, we head out. I think she's the stingy one, always trying to get us to pay for her meal. We eat dinner at knockoff Ichibanya, and start heading back. As we're passing by the station, Sora tugs my sleeve.
にーにー、私の荷物部屋に置いたままでもいい？
ん？あ
そろそろ帰る。おとんがいつまでかけるのところにいる。
あ、お前のことほんと好きだよな。
おかげでお小遣いがっぽりっすわ。
Of course.
俺はプラも一つ買うために必死にお小遣い貯めてたのに。お前は人形とか好きなだけ買ってもらってたよな。
あ、ニーヤンのプラモセット、何？エアブラシとか。
勝手に触ってないだろうな。
触ってないよ。っていうかもう触れないし。
は？
捨てちゃったよ。
What?
はあ？
ニーニの私物物置に突っ込んだでしょ。
Wow.
部屋の模様
Worst
替えの
mom.
時。で、いい加減邪魔だから捨てちゃおうって。
Sparked joy. You do not spark joy.
いやいやいや。
I love the freaking meme.
マジで。
マジで。 止めたけど学校行ってる間に捨てちゃったっぽい。
嘘だろ。
マンションにちゃんと持ってけばよか。
初めての一人暮らしだからあえて持っていかなかったんだよ。
なんかそんなこと言ってた気がする。
言った。そのうち取りに来るから捨てんなよって言った。
そのうちってもう1年じゃん。
ずっと作ってなかったからプラも作る欲求が薄れつつ。
じゃあいいじゃん別に。
よくねえよ。ちょっと待って、エアブラシだけか？俺の作品は無事なのか？マジかよ。
なんかあれだね、ネットのコピペ思い出した。奥さんが旦那さんのコレクション勝手に捨てちゃうやつ。
俺のストライクディスティニーフラッグセブンソード。
うわー、マジでショック受けてる。おー、よちよち元気出してね。
Sora ruffles my hair and I don't even have the energy to push her away. They really did it. I wasn't amazing at it or anything, but I poured my heart and soul into those models and now they're all
な
gone.
んかもうどうでもよくなって。
腹いせに私の荷物捨てないでよね。
しねえよ。
パンツかぶるくらいは許す。
Are y'all reading this? Bruh.
アホか。
ひどい。
まあいいや、仕方ない。1年も放置した俺が悪い。
切り替え早っ。
怒っても悲しんでも俺の作品は戻ってこないからな。グッバイ、俺のスターダストメモリー。
Stardust memory.
あ、これ切り替えられてねえな。ショックのあまり頭おかしくなってんな。どこ見てんの？空？星そんなに出てないよ。大丈夫？精神崩壊しちゃった？
Funny hearing her say Sora.
何もかも虚しい。じゃあな、気をつけて帰れよ。
はいよ。一応お母さんにニーニが絶望してたって伝えとく。
Frickin', when did this game become
それ
Danganronpa?
は大いに伝えておいてくれ。
You know, despair is just a stepping stone for hope, guys. We
任
can
せ
get
ろ
through
ー
it.
い。
Sora waves and runs off to the station. I watch her until she's out of sight, then start the long trek back home. And I'm beat. Back home, I throw my bag into a corner and change in my pajamas. Once I've changed, I turn my laptop on and open the bag of chips I bought on the way back. Maybe I'll watch a movie to ease my heartache. I was just thinking, when is Sophie gonna come? Because we've learned quite a
随
bit.
分と景気の悪い顔をしているわね。
We should ask her about Ghost and Commander. Maybe she'll know something. Face tears open and Sophie pops out. I can't even catch a breather when I'm home. I'm just way too
ユ
busy
ーザ
today.
ー探し。芳しくないよね。
No, it's actually going really good.
Yeah.
Take my hand off the mouse and close my
User
laptop.
を
We've already found
4人見つけた。
4 other
あ
users.
ら、4人も。
一人は仲間にできた。一人は敵か味方か微妙。残りの二人は確実に敵だ。
へえ。
Can't tell how she means that. Is she impressed or not? All she does is flap her tiny arms and put on that goofy grin, so it's impossible to know what she's
4
thinking.
人。この枝は随分と展開が早いわね。別の枝ではまだ何も進展していないのに。
Oh, frick, which other branch are you talking about?
枝？
別の可能性のことよ。意外と空が優秀だったのかしら。そばに置いたのは正解だったわね。
Huh. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. So this is probably our first time in this branch learning about the existence of other
何の
branches.
話だよ。
察しが悪いわね。気が向いたら説明してあげるわよ。
She's sighing at me, but I don't even have the energy to argue. Honestly, I want this conversation to be done
助け
with.
てくれないか。素性を特定したい。
二人の敵の。
そう。
Pick up my phone and show Sophie the picture Yuki sent me.
髪の長い人の名前は分かってる。高坂遥先輩。分からないのは残りの二人。
ぼやけていてよくわからないわね。なぜ敵対したの？
I mean, I feel like you can see it just fine. It just looks a little, like, slightly blurred.
ユーザーの理想郷って言ってたっけな。今の世の中をユーザーの力で支配したいらしい。
あらあら、支配？馬鹿げた理想を語るわね。
俺もそう思った。そのためなら人殺しも容認するらしい。だから敵対した。
一番嫌いなタイプだわ。いいわよ。 手伝ってあげる。
Oh, thank goodness. Sophie's gonna help us with something.
助かる。もしかしたらこいつらのどっちかが
根拠は？
根拠ってほどでもない。
I point to the hooded girl.
顔を隠しているのはやましいことがあるからじゃないかって。こっちの男はなんつうか薄っぺらいっていうか、主導権もフードの方が握っているっぽかったし。
I don't know. I think Commander's pretty funny. What do you mean?
だからもし魔眼のユーザーがこの中にいるならフードのこいつが一番怪しい。
なるほどね。一応聞いておくけど、日常的に接点はないわよね。
ないな。あったのは昨日だけ、一回きり。男の方は同じ学校みたいなんだが。
そう、わかったわ。少し手こずりそうだけれど、一日もらうわよ。
ああ、頼む。
Hey, you know, if you can find out anything in a
暦
day,
が
that's
悪
pretty
い
good.
からあまり動きたくはないのだけれど、魔眼のユーザーの疑いがあるのなら、そういうわけにはいかないわね。
また出たよ、暦が悪い。
占いよ。
Divination, okay.
そういうの信じるタイプか？
信じるも何も、私の占いは当たるのよ。
ああ、そう。
何よその気のない返事は。まあいいわ。じゃあ私は行くわ。
Alright, well, Sophie, you actually are a little bit helpful in this
あ
situation.
なたにしてはよくやったと褒めてあげる。じゃあね。
Oh, she's proud of us. In her own way. Sophie opens her mysterious portal and vanishes through it. She's a real master of backhanded compliments, that one. I have no idea how much help Sophie will be, but she seems confident at least. I'm sure she'll find at least one out. She'll at least find out their names. I'm still not sure what use that information will be, but anything is better than being totally in the dark. At any rate, there's nothing more I can do today. Ah, I just remembered. Kosoko-senpai said she'd contact Sora again. I guess all we can do for now is wait for that.
さて、
I reopened my laptop and looked for a promising movie to watch. It's been a while since I spent the night alone. I better take the time to enjoy it. What day are we on? On the 27th, okay. I ignored the boring lecture while I fiddled with my phone underneath the desk. As promised, Kosoko-senpai contacted Sora again last night, and apparently they talked quite a bit. Sora sent me screenshots of the whole conversation. From the looks of it, she learned a good deal about Rig Veda. Maybe I shouldn't have bothered asking Sophie since Sora already beat her to figuring out Commander's name. Commander is Takamine-kun. Gosh, what the frick? I'm literally playing through Café Stella right now. Why is there so many similarities between these games? Takamine-kun, okay. Never talked to him before, but apparently he was watching me for a while, and I thought they might be a user. Originally, he spoke to me through the forum, not realizing we were classmates, but after he noticed similarities between what I was posting and what was happening around him, he began to suspect who I was. As I mentioned yesterday, I'm terrible at talking to men, so when Takamine-kun confronted me, I switched to my other self. My other self showed an interest in the world Takamine-kun spoke of, one where we would be free to use our powers however we wished, and eventually he convinced me to join Rig Veda. Guess Senpai is the type who gets talkative when she doesn't have to speak to someone face to face. I mean, these are some pretty chatty messages. But for the most interesting part, at first I was glad to find others sharing my circumstances, but yesterday's event shocked me. I could have never condoned murder that way that they did. Well, that's good. I mean, that means she's kind of sympathetic to our side, but it doesn't seem like her other personality is. If Kosoko-senpai is telling me the truth, then she started to distrust Commander, Takamine-kun, and the hooded girl thanks to the events of 2 nights ago. While I can't be certain, it feels like she's debating whether or not to defect. At the very least, this version of Senpai is. One of the other members of Rig Veda might be the user of the evil eye, and even if that's not true, at least they're at least condoning murder. The more allies we have, the better. If we play our cards right, we might be able to win Kosoko-senpai over. If we can get her to leave Rig Veda and join the Val whatever society. I was thinking it'd be nice to name our little band, you know, get a little team spirit going and all, but I didn't expect us to end with something weird like Yuki's idea. I know I'm the one who called her our leader, but I'm kind of regretting that now. I put my smartphone away when the bell rings. We stand and bow, signaling the end of class.
ご飯食べましょう。
ああ、
Alright, I guess I can't ignore you this time. Pull out my convenience store lunch from my bag and put it on my desk. As I'm unwrapping the sandwich, my phone buzzes. I take a bite of lunch before picking it up to check it. There's something I'm curious about, so I'm gonna do I'm going to go scout for a bit. I promise I won't do anything dangerous, so don't worry. I mean, that's what you told us last time, and then you ended up getting caught, so... Don't know how much I trust you. I glance over at Kujo and our eyes meet. She looks as worried as I feel. Sora said she won't do anything dangerous, so what exactly is she doing?
何今の何
何が
九条さんと見つめ合って。
ちょっと目があっただけだって。
そんなこそこそメッセージのやり取りしなくていいじゃん。僕も混ぜてよ。
いや、メッセージは妹か
Yeah,
ら。
see, he's always around
変
when
な
we're
の送ってき
texting
たからお
somebody.
いおいってなっただけ。
九条さんと家族ぐるみの付き合い。すでにそこまで進んでいたなんて。
Yes, Yuichi, yes,
何言って
absolutely.
んだお前。
実際どうなの九条さんと。
付き合ってる。
あ、かけるがそう言うってことはまだ何もないね。安心した。
This is like the best logic I've ever seen. I mean, it's accurate, but it's really funny.
なんだよ、ちょっと乗ってこいよ。
本当に付き合ってたらかけるははぐらかすよ。そういう卑怯なタイプだよ。
Well, I mean, Yoichi's not wrong. He really isn't wrong here.
卑怯って。
I mean, you just gotta give him his fair due. He had you pretty figured out, Kakeru. While I'm joking around with Yoichi, I text, don't do anything reckless to Sora. The message shows up as red, but Sora doesn't reply. She's not an idiot, so I don't think I need to worry about her making the same mistake again.
またスマホいじって。本当は九条さんとしてんじゃないの？
妹だって返事しただけ。
付き合い悪いのに家族には優しいんだな、かけるって。
集団行動が苦手なんだよ。
Yeah, Yoichi, what are you
コ
trying to
ミ
say?
証明。
お前はコミュ力の化け物すぎる。
それほどでもないよ。知り合いは多いけど。
お前の交友関係って。
Popular, a light bulb goes on in my head. I bet Yoichi knows Takamine. Takamine doesn't look like the kind of person he'd hang out with usually, but they're in different grades to boot, but it's worth asking at least.
何？変なところで止めないでよ。
高峰って知ってるか？
高峰？
I feel like Yoichi, that's why I keep saying he's the mastermind. He has all the connections with people, he probably knows a lot of people, and he probably manipulates a lot of people.
そう。3年。
男？
ああ。
レンヤのこと？
え？
Seriously, Yoichi knows him. Of course he knows him. He's probably in leagues with him. He even knows his first name, so he must actually know him pretty well. Show Yoichi the picture. He scrutinizes for a bit, and his face lights up with recognition. Yoichi, you're amazing. I can't believe you actually know this guy.
レンヤじゃん。何この写真？隠し撮りみたいな。
Yeah, you could say that.
ああ、まあ隠し撮り？この人のこと気になってる子がいて、その誰って聞かれてて。
I'm not sure how I feel about us showing that picture to him, though. Now he knows what we're looking into.
気になるって。レンヤのこと？
誰って、あれだよ。
クホーに知り合いいたんだ。
You gotta
紹介
introduce
して。
me.
そのうちな。
Sorry, Yuki, I had to dig myself out of this hole somehow, and you were the best option. Oh gosh, can you imagine Yoichi and Yuki getting together? The chaos that would cause so much chaos. So terrible.
っていうか、
I don't
レ
even
ン
want
ヤ
to
に
imagine.
女の子の知り合い？何この子たち、両手に花じゃん。マジかよ。
仲いいのか？
小さい頃はね。
Oh,
マジか。幼馴染か。
well, frick. I mean, that changes things.
今は会えば話すくらいかな。仲いいかって言われると微妙。連絡先は知ってるけど。
I feel like this is way too convenient. I feel like Yoichi is playing us like a fiddle right now.
ちょっと教えてもらってもいいで
I'm
すね。
just way too suspicious of him. Like, I
いいけ
I
ど、
just know there's
勝
something
手に
going
は
on with
教えら
him.
んないよ。本人に聞かないと。
まあ、そっか。
事情話していいなら聞いてみるけど、今すぐ。
いや、それはまずいかな。自分の存在を気づかれたくないらしいし。
シャイだね、その子。覚悟決まったら言ってよ。レンヤに伝えるから。
おう、そう伝えておく。
っていうか。
Bring up the picture again. Yoichi snatches the phone from my hands. I bet he recognizes
あ
Kosoko.
のコミュ障なレンヤに女友達なんて。一人は顔わかんないけど、もう一人はかなり可愛い。
まあさあ、ヨイチが知らないなら俺もわからん。
見たことある気はするな。1年の女の子はチェック済みだから。
チェックって
それくらいたしなみでしょ。たしなみ。久しぶりにレンヤに声かけてみようかな。この子たちとお知り合いになれるかな。
Yeah, I bet he would. So I bet you're a user too.
俺の名前出すなよ。
分かってる分かってる。
I
こ
got it
う
all
見えて
figured
も
out, guys.
口は硬い方だから。
He's probably supposed to be like the end game boss, and I've already figured him out. Grinning, Yoichi returns my phone. Sorry for lying to you, Yoichi. But if I tell him about Kosoko-senpai, things are gonna get really complicated. The fact that Yoichi knows Takamine is a real stroke of luck, but if Takamine finds out I'm investigating him, he'll grow wary. No way, maybe he's expecting that. Maybe these guys are probably trying to find out who we are too. Either way, now we know Commander's real name. That alone feels like it really lifts the pressure on me. All that's left is to find out if he's the user of the evil eye. I mean, we also need to find out more about Ghost too. I feel like that's kind of pertinent. There's also the thing Sora went off to scout, so I'm thinking we should have a group meeting to discuss what we learned today.
クホの子って可愛い。
まあ、
ほー、いいな。なんでレンヤばっかり。
お前なんてよりどりみどりだろ。
女の子の友達が多いだけだよ。なかなか関係が進展しないタイプなの、僕。
Yeah, I've kind of got that impression from
手
him.
当たり次第手出してるからだろ。
Probably.
それは昔の話でしょ。一回修羅場ってからは反省しました。
一回やらかしてるのがありえねえんだよ。
仕方なかった。青い衝動を抑えきれなかったんだ。あわよくばみんなとそういう関係になりたかったんだ。
Wait, what the frick did you
同じ
do?
男として気持ち。
分かってくれるか。妹さん紹介してください。
No.
お前みたいな
absolutely
奴に
not.
は絶対紹介せん。
I don't know what nefarious schemes you have. Either you're going to try to do lewd things, or you're going to do something bad to her because you're a villain. I
お
don't know.
兄さん、そこをなんとか。
Hey, no, you don't call me
絶
that.
対に。
Never call me that again. Eating my sandwich in between bouts of inane conversation. Looks like we're in a holding pattern until school ends. Should probably let Yuki know about the meetup as well.
高峰蓮也
We meet up with Yuki at 9 Ball and tell her everything Sora and I learned. Kudo's working again today, so I'll give her a summary over line later tonight.
彼のマナーを知ったことで司令官という仮面を剥ぐことができた。大きなアドバンテージとは言えないけれど小さな第一歩ね。マナー？あ、真の名的な。
Sora's like having to translate, like, oh, okay,
お前の
that's what
方
you
はどう
mean.
だったん
Sure.
だ。
ああ、私？
気になってたこと、すっきりしたのか？
ね。
Sora sips her drink while she collects her thoughts.
なんかね、はるか先輩、昨日からそう呼んでるんだけど、ニーニたちに見せたのが会話の全部じゃないんだよね。世間話をしたがるっていうか、めっちゃ話したがるっていうか、雑談も結構したんすよ。
They really like to mention that she's like the complete opposite when she's like texting. I wonder, like, does she really not have any ulterior motives?
でね、失礼な話ではございますけど、もしや友達いないのかななんて。
男に囲まれてたんじゃないか？
いやいや、それがね、ぼっちなんすよ。はるか先輩完全なるぼっちなんす。
朝とは真逆だな。
そうなんす。むしろ無視は言い過ぎか。空気扱いされてるというかなんというか。
Yeah, that's why I think she so strongly attracts people when she's in her other form, because she like completely detracts people.
いじめでもされているの？そういうドロッとしたのは感じなかったな。単純に友達がいないって感じ。
Well, I mean, it seems like she has a very hard time talking to people.
じゃあ、あのモテ方はやっぱり能力か。能力を解除するとぼっちになる。
Yeah, it's a very interesting situation, that's
そ
for
う
sure.
いうことなのかな。
で結局気になってることってのは友達いるかどうか？
そうそう。どっちが本当のはるか先輩なのかなって。朝の女王様とメッセージでやり取りしてる優しい方。彼女の能力は聞けなかったの？まだ聞けてないですね。実際会うと全然喋んないんだけど、メッセージのやり取りだと一方的な感じ？すっげー話すから相槌くらいしか打てないんすよね。
ある意味気を許してるのか？
Rick, I guess so.
なのかも。でね、私もさ、少しは 何？だからさ、一人でお昼ご飯食べてる絵がね、絵面がね、胸に来ちゃうんすよね。
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine that she's becoming friends with her, but at the same time, I don't want her to let her guard down, you know?
彼女は敵、同情は禁物。分かってます、分かってますよ。でもね、はるか先輩、仲間になってくれそうな気はするんだよね。
Oh yeah, I have no doubt her regular self is an ally for sure, but I feel like the other version of her is not.
というわけで、
Sora plants her head on the table and sits up straight.
提案があります。ええ、はるか先輩をね、明日のお昼に誘ってみようかな。
一緒に食うって。
そうそう。みやこ先輩も一緒。何のために？もちろん。
で、仲間に引き込んでみようってことか。
そうそう。でもとりあえずそういうの抜きにして仲良くなってみよっかなって。どうすかね。
I think we might as well try it. At present, we have no effective count. Oh,
現状、
don't
特
want
に
to read her
有
line.
効な手がない。相手がどういった手段で理想郷を作るつもりなのかも全くわからない。
I mean, we really don't know much about them to begin with.
今は相手の出方を伺うしかない。であれば、情報を得るために敵を怪獣するのも決して握手ではない。握手？その手は何？
Sora hurriedly pulls back her hand. She's blushing a
お
little.
前、今ガチで勘違いしただろ。
いえ、違います。ボケただけです。
Oh yeah, I'm sure you were. Sure you were.
間違えただろ。
いえ、違います。しつこいです。
Oh, I'm sure you don't.
はい。
Yuki sighs and takes a sip
高
of
坂
her
はる
tea.
かのことはあなたたちに任せる。学校が違う私では手出ししにくいから。
Yeah, I think that's fair.
ウィス、明日お昼誘うのは OK ってことでいいんだよ。
ちゃんと九条にも許可取れよ。
分かってる分かってる。
Roger Dodger. I glance over at Kujo, who's serving a nearby table. You probably heard us mention her since she gives us a smile before heading into the kitchen.
とりあえず私からは以上っす。はるか先輩とはいい関係を築けるんじゃないかな。私からは特にはフードの女について調べているけれど。
俺は、あれだな。下の名前教えてくれたの、俺のクラスメイトなんだよ。幼馴染なんだってさ、高峰と。
I'm hoping Sophie will come tonight and like give us a little bit more information.
わ、そうなんだ。世間は狭いですな。
んでだ。話の流れで、その、何？高峰のこと気になってるクホーの子がいるから詳しく教えてくれって感じになったわけで。
This is where Noah begins to hate us.
クホー？私？
Yuki scowls at me. I prepare myself for her to yell at me, but it seems I'm worried over nothing. She merely takes another sip of her tea and plays it down.
今まさに彼のことを調べているのだから気になっているのは間違いではないわね。
Got a little crush on him, Noah, because he's a chuny like you.
じゃあ、結城の ID 教えるのはありか？
なぜ？
事情を伝えていいなら、高峰に確認した上で ID を教えてくれるって話になってる。
気になっているというのは敵としてではなく異性としてという意味で伝わるのよね。
Yeah, I would say so, Yuki. Most people don't, you know, mean that as you're targeting them.
まあ、
却下。
ですよね。
それさ、実際に結城先輩がやり取りする必要なくない？
ん？
だからさ、作っちゃえばいいじゃん。架空のクホーの女の子と新しい ID。
ああ。
却下。え、ダメ？たとえ敵であっても他人を騙す嘘は許容できない。
You won't deceive an enemy?
へえ、手段は選ばないタイプかと思った。
いいえ、人殺しも厭わない相手だろうと。いえ、だからこそ私たちは潔癖であるべき。
Okay, I didn't expect to hear that from you, Noah, but okay, we can try that.
私たちは正攻法で攻める。道を踏み外せば奴らと同類になってしまうから。なんか自分がひどく小さい人間に思えてきました。
It's so funny hearing that from her. It's not what I would expect at all.
あなたの案自体は決して悪くなかった。ただ私たちのやり方に合わないというだけ。
Alright, guys, apparently we have ideals.
ああ、はい。
じゃあとりあえず高坂先輩と仲良くなって。
そうね。空、頼めるかしら。
ウィス、やってみるっす。
では始めましょう。
Oh gosh, we have
作
operations.
戦名ハルモニアの調べ。
Now I really feel like I'm playing Steins Gate.
何？
和解と調和の女神よ。
うん。
じゃあ私はこれで。引き続き
She pulls out her wallet and leaves the money for her tea on the table. Then grabs her bag and strides out of the cafe.
いい人ではあるんだけど、まだキャラがつかめないな。
正義感が強いってのは分かった。
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's a positive.
それは間違いない。
まあ、なんだ。なんとかの調べ？
ハルモニア。
そう、それ。あんまり無理はすんなよ。
大丈夫。みやこ先輩がダメって言ったら中止するから。もう心配はかけません。
そう言ってお前はやらかすタイプだからな。
大丈夫だってば。もっとおそらちゃんを信頼しなさい。
I mean, to be fair, she did mess up that one time, you know, kind of got herself caught. But besides that, she's pretty reliable.
おい、黙るなよ、おい。
今日はどうすんだ？
ああ、帰るよ。
そっか。
おやおや、寂しいのかな？泊まってほしいのかな？もう、ニーに行ったらしいっすか
No, that's not what we meant at all.
今、舌打ちしましたね。舌打ちしました？
Dang, she really doesn't like our tongue. I ignore Sora and take a sip of my ginger ale. Honestly, I'm worried about I'm making Sora do too much, but seeing as Kosoko Senpai wants nothing to do with me, I can hardly take over. Even though I swore to fight those to protect Sora, I'm making her do all the dangerous work again. I've got to find some way I can contribute. Oh, okay, this is the conversation I wanted right here. I want to see if she found
調
anything
べて
for
あ
us.
げたわよ。
Right as I get home for dinner, Sophie pops in my room. I shrug off my jacket and sit down in
男
my
の
bed.
方は高峰蓮也。自宅はここからそんなに遠くないわね。
Oh, she found out where he lives. Okay,
自
that's
宅ま
good.
で特定したのか。
名前はもう分かっていたみたいだし。できる女は一歩先を行くものよ。
Okay, I like it. She waves her tiny arms in what I imagine is a self-satisfied manner, but I do have to admit, she has the skills to back up her arrogance. Kind of interesting to think that she's keeping this close an eye on me. I guess now isn't the time to be complaining
女
about
の
that.
方は？
もちろん調べたわ。と言いたいところだけど。
Huh, okay, so this is the one I'm more interested in.
さすがに情報が少なすぎるわね。学校が一緒だったり、あなたがよく行くお店で見かけるとか、そういう接点があれば調べやすいのだけど。
So it sounds like you didn't have much luck.
手がかりが写真だけじゃさすがに厳しいか。
Yeah, to be fair, that was gonna be a hard
こ
one.
の町子供だらけじゃない。しらみつぶすには多すぎる。これじゃあさすがの私でも苦労するわね。さすがの私でも。けれど、レンヤって男とこの女は知り合いなんでしょ？
ああ、そうだな。あ、一つ聞くの忘れ。
何？
リグベーダって聞き覚えあるか？
何それ？
ないか。奴らがそう名乗ってるんだ。ソフィーのセフィロトだっけ？もしかしたら因縁があるかもしれないと思う。
ないわね、まったく。
じゃあソフィーと同じ異世界人って線は？
異世界人ね。
Sophie falls silent. Something about what I said gave her pause. In order to not interrupt her thoughts, I stay silent until she speaks again.
まあいいわ。レンヤを監視していれば、いつかフードの女とも接触するでしょう。特定は時間の問題ね。
頼む。俺たちじゃ監視なんてなかなかできないし。
空の能力ならばたやすいでしょう。
見破られた女の方に通用しない奴がいるっぽい。
あら、そう。対抗力の高いアーティファクトを所持しているようね。
対抗力？
そのうち話してあげるわよ。
What do you mean another time? Explain it right now.
あなたもせいぜい頑張りなさい。
What the? That was literally useful information. I need to know that. What the frick? I was like actually not talking during that conversation because I was really interested in what they were saying. With that parting shot, Sophie disappears into her dimensional portal.
せいぜいって協力者にかける言葉。
Sighing, I flop down onto my bed. I guess if we're gonna leave the girl to Sophie, she'll eventually find out her name and address at least. Yeah, that would be really nice. Once we know that our opponent won't have to have their veil of mystery to hide behind. Well, I can't think of any immediate way that'll help. I imagine we'll have more options once we know their identities. If Sora and Kujo manage to get Kosoko-senpai to tell them Rig Veda's plans, that would be even better. And if even one of them turns out to be a user of the evil eye, they plan on killing more people, as long as we know their plans in detail, we can stop them. We're still in the information gathering phase before the final showdown. However, this is the most crucial juncture. If we can win ourselves an early advantage. I just realized something awful. It's a total fluke that I found out Takamine's first name. That was really Yoichi, not me. And when you look beyond that, zilch. Man, I need to work harder. I feel like Kakeru's doing fine. I mean, he doesn't really have a power that he can actively use. I mean, and he is using it when he needs to. Get up and change out my uniform. I hope we don't end up in another crisis, but if we do, then it'll be my time to shine. If nothing else, I can act as a shield for Sora, Kujo, and Yuki. I mean, that's kind of depressing, acting as a shield. I feel like we could do something a little bit more important than that, but... We are on the 28th now.
あ、いた先輩はるか先輩
Alright, I'm actually going to end it here. I think this is a good stopping point. We just had a little bit of information drop. So I want to know more about that impotence that she was talking about. So I'm guessing that's a way of her like being able to detect people who are using powers. I still want to know what Yoichi's up to. I feel like he knows more than he's letting on. But I have no idea when we'll figure that out. That could be like a while. If there is anything going on with Yoichi. I'm just assuming there is, okay? There might be absolutely nothing. I have no idea. Let's see. Haruka Kosoko-senpai is definitely going to be interesting. I want to know, I guess, where she stands. I feel like she's a little wishy-washy right now. Like, because we have this side of her that's like super chill and easygoing. And it's like, okay, that's fine. But we haven't really gotten anything out of her yet. But then she has that other side that's kind of scary. And I just hope we're not like being used. I hope this isn't like a ploy of some kind to trap us or get information from us, or you know, I just hope it's not malicious. That's what I'm trying to say. But lots of stuff to look forward to. Hopefully next episode we'll get some more maybe some more action. Maybe something will happen. I feel like we could find Renya or maybe Ghost, figure out what Ghost is doing, because we don't really know much about her yet, so she's just kind of a wild card. But yeah, maybe we'll find out something from Haruka. That'd be good. So oh gosh, I got something in my eye. But anyways, you guys, I will see you guys in the next episode. It's been good so far. Hopefully the next one is good as well. And I'll see you guys then.